again, I'm Eric Vale, and I'm here to do a spot of complaining today. As you know, I'm in post-production right now on my feature film, Chariot, and right now, post-production looks a lot like this for our director-editor, Brad Osborne, who is busily editing the film. So he's having fun, and while he's busy doing that, I'm busy trying to get distributors and work on our marketing. Well, a large part of the marketing comes down to one simple question: what kind of film do you have on your hands? A comedy, thriller, horror, sci-fi, which was easy for me to figure out. Whoa, what'd you say? Because Chariot is a thriller. Oh, no, did you say horror? Yeah, why? Well, it's just that I've not seen a good horror film in a long... Okay, I get it. Long. And the point? Well, I saw the Evil Dead trailer, the remake trailer the other day, and I'm not exactly against the idea of remakes because, you know, some of my favorite films of all time are either remakes or reimagining of earlier films or stories, and it brought to mind one thought: horror movies today suck. So I thought I'd, break down a list of films that any of the youngsters out there should run out and grab and watch next weekend at their next soda party or whatever the hell it is they're doing these days. Yeah, I kind of got where you're going with this, so I'm going to take it from here, okay? Alright. Anyway, first, I think what the other me's getting at is horror classics. Well, at least from my generation. So you probably don't need to see The Exorcist or Halloween. If you haven't seen those yet, you're a moron. So what I'm going to do is give you a list in no real order of the horror films from my youth that aren't the swill being released today in theaters. So, here we go. A list by Eric Vale. Demons. Demons is this nasty little film about all these, well, people who are trapped inside of a movie theater where the movie brings demons to life that inhabit people's bodies and turn them into ravenous monsters that eat people, and it's disgusting. And there's a scene inside of a bathroom that will make you grossed out and scared of going into any movie theater bathroom for the rest of your life. Hellraiser. Hellraiser, written and directed by Clive Barker, based on one of his short stories. I love Clive Barker. I have since I was 12 years old and reading his books, which I'm not sure my parents should have let me do at 12 years old, but I did anyway. I've been a fan of all of his work ever since then. It's also an incredibly disgusting film. Very gross, but really more than anything, it's disturbing. It's the kind of film that really gets under your skin. Return of the Living Dead. Yes, it's a zombie movie, but it's a horror comedy zombie movie, so it's kind of funny, but really pretty scary, and it's scarier than it should be. A lot scarier than it should be. And it's the first movie where specifically the zombies ate brains. This is where it comes from, kids. Poltergeist. Okay. I know I said I wasn't going to throw in a lot of the classics, but you'd be surprised how many people have not seen the original Poltergeist. If you have children, you should watch Poltergeist. Well, for your sake, not for your children's sake, because really if you have children and you watch Poltergeist, you're probably never going to let them out of your sight ever again. But goodness gravy, watch the damn movie. Phantasm. Phantasm is about silver balls that have spikes that stick into your head and a drill that goes in there and sucks out your brain and spews it all over the place, turning you into a zombie where you go to work for a guy called the Tall Man who works in a mausoleum here on Earth and also on a planet far away, which might be Mars, I'm not exactly sure, but it's got high gravity, so if you go to work there, you get turned into these squat little creatures who then come back to Earth and harvest all of the people who become zombies here to go back to work on the other planet, I think. Right. Sounds creepy and weird. It is. Watch it. And the creme de la creme, John Carpenter's The Thing. This is a remake of the 1950s version of The Thing. It's more of a reimagining. John Carpenter basically turned The Thing into an incredibly disgusting, gory Agatha Christie story. The Thing is a monster that can take on the shape of whatever it touches and devours, and you never know who the monster is in the film. It is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, horror film of all time. I adore it to this day, and to this day I still can't ever figure out who the Thing is. So, there you go. The Thing by John Carpenter. Check it out, please. Oh my gosh. I kind of want to go watch that right now. This list is by no way complete and perfect, except for that it was chosen by me. So there's your homework. Watch those movies and tell me that the polished turds being released nowadays are any better than these things. And I bet they're not. Now let's check back in on Brad. Alright, so that's going great. Hopefully we'll get that film done at some point. I'll keep you updated. Also, if there's a certain subject you'd like to see me rant about, leave it in the comments below and I'll consider it. Okay, that's all for now, kids. Tagline.